Alrighty, hello and welcome back to Motorsport. It is Thursday and of course we're playing Forza Motorsport. Because it's one of my favorite games and well, I just find it very fitting that Motorsport is the game we play on Thursdays. So, today's video pretty much is just going to make more progress in, well, Motorsport. More specifically, we are gonna continue our racing career in Sport Practical, rather practical performance. We're gonna end this career soon. So yeah, hope you enjoy. A beautiful Nuremberg, the small sprint track. It's one of the best ones out there in my opinion. So yeah, we're gonna start with, let's see how many car points I have available. Okay, quite a lot. So I think I don't want to do too much upgrading on this car per se. I think brakes are gonna be my next thing that I have to upgrade because I feel the brakes are getting a little squishy. As I was saying, I don't want to do too much. Also, I think I might have to change. No, I'm not going to do tires yet. Wheels, I like the stock wheels on this thing, I think. We did the transmission the last time around, so I think we need to do the clutch. Possibly a lightened drive shaft as well. Aero bits don't really have a necessity for it just yet. What engine swaps do we have? V6, 1.6, 5 liter. Okay, that is what? Okay, so this is a stock Coyote and that's a 3 liter V8. So yeah, not really engine swaps I want to be messing with just because it's an engine swap and they make vehicles weird. Okay. Let's see. I might have to start messing with the flywheel because revs are very important and to have it the whole time, and also cooling. That's the other thing I think I'm gonna start doing. Might just do, okay, yeah, we're going straight for race parts I guess. I like the induction noise of this engine, so I might have to do a restrictor plate. Wow, I don't really think that's a good idea. Also an intercooler. Almost 400 horsepower, so I think I might do cams whilst I'm here. Wow, cams jump it massively. Okay. I think that's gonna be our upgrades for now. A lot more speed, better acceleration, better braking, which that all is beautiful to me. So tune, so it's a shortish track, so I might play with the gearing again. I just have to, I think I'm gonna put first, put 6 gear at where it was, but I think I'm gonna lower the ratio again to around a 288. Don't think it's gonna make too big of a difference. We're not messing with camber and caster just yet. We're probably gonna have to do it in the future once I have race suspension on this car and all that kind of stuff. Brake bias, I think I'm gonna do a little bit more front bias because this thing is quite heavy in the front, being that it is front wheel drive. So yes, I think that is pretty much where I'm gonna leave this. Let's go see if my changes helped. Don't hope it's too much of a pain. See, this is a very technical track in its own right. It has not that many braking zones, but also has quite a few like sharp corners, especially T3, T4, T5 is decent. there at T9 and T10, there I think is where we're going to pick up the trouble. But I don't think it's going to be that much of a pain.
10-turn Nürburgring short circuit has 5 180-degree turns, which will test your driving skills constantly every lap.
So let's go. Let's see what I can post for a lap time. It's way more responsive throttle wise and also gear shift wise as well. Sub 2 minute lap, fine. Heat up the tires, okay, and go. So far so freaking good, I'm pretty happy with it so far. We are in for tires very soon though. I can feel it. I think after this practice I might have to switch over and get a couple of tires. Because at the moment they just freaking roast them. There we go. Quite good. I think we might have a sub 2 minute lap in the beginning. I think we might. But let's see. Come on. Yeah, this thing has a lot more horsepower now. That is something to keep in mind though. And accelerates like no man's business. There we go. So we did our bonus. Pretty awesome. Yeah, that's probably gonna give me a penalty. Even though it does not seem to perform too terribly here. I think that might be my best lap so far. I think if I do switch this thing over to all-wheel drive, I don't think we're gonna have that many like steering issues. Because most of the power I'm probably gonna re-divert to the rear. To have it more like a 70-30 split, like 70% on the rear and like 40 on the front, or 30 on the front. In my opinion, that's the best split to have. It does move though, which is good. Lock up, okay, good. Yeah, tires are needed. Yeah, okay. This thing does move, which I love it. A little slower than my fastest, but come on, turn, baby, turn. There we go. think as I lap I'll probably get better. 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds there. Smooth is fast, the fast is smooth. Come on. There we go. Perfect. 2.6 seconds there gained. Just gonna probably zoom behind there. And that was quite an extreme overtake, but it's still a clean one. So that's good stuff. Come on, there we go. Little slower through that section, but okay. Overall a faster lap time. Okay. Yeah, okay, that was a good practice, I must say that much. Tires are a little bit cooked, so I think I smashed the front of my Ford up pretty good. But yeah. I might have to upgrade the tires, I have to. So stock tires, yeah, okay. And I did that lap time with a stock set of tires. Wow, okay. Yeah, alright. I think I'm gonna go just do the race on stockies. I'm not gonna spend any more time. Of course we're starting way in the back because I like a challenge. Go. Well, that weather looks ominous, but okay. I'm gonna give some space because I know people are gonna break down. Okay, so that's okay. Come on. Really? I'm trying to race clean and it is starting to become very apparent that it's going to be a pain in my ass. There we go. Just going to zoom by him. There we go. Come on, there we go. Now I'm just going to keep on climbing because this is a very fast section of track. Can be very dangerous if there is a lot of traffic like now, so I'm just gonna get in between these two. Nearly die doing that much. So I am gonna get a warning for that track cut, or probably a penalty, but okay. Apparently not. Holy cow. Of course I'm gonna get a freaking penalty because that guy couldn't drive. Anyway. Whatever. Bye. Slightly off track there. Probably gonna get a penalty for that, yeah. Whatever. Ah, warning, okay. Fine. I'll drive better then. I can't tell if these AI drivers are slow. Even though the... I believe the settings are a bit wonk, but it's fine. Making my run. Come on. Now I'm gonna make my pass up here in the most dangerous way possible. On the outside. Still did well though. Just need to set a heater of a lap time, so that penalty does not bother me. Thank goodness we don't have safety ratings and things on, because that would be an absolute pain in the rear. There we go. Awesome sauce. Yep, okay, so that's gonna be another time penalty probably. Oh wow, this time no penalty. Cool. So much more fun. There we go. Probably gonna be a bit slower than my last lap, but I actually felt faster. Okay. Getting better. Not another whole bunch of seconds cut off my lap time. Two seconds, wow. Let's see if I can gain everywhere. Okay. It's even a little better now. Hello there. How are you, man? Yeah. Okay. That's probably gonna be another penalty. No penalty. Cool. Hello there, square steel pipe. I should actually say galvanized steel pipe. How's things been? Okay, cool. No, awesome. Have fun with your your studies. It's very important. I myself am busy studying, so outside of streaming, so yeah, I understand how that is. But hey, it's all good. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Alright. Enjoy. Come on, there we go. Okay, this is a bit of a slower lap though, so that is something I need to keep in mind. Making a run, there we go. There we go, a little bit battered, a little bit bruised, so yeah. Still a good car, still doing what it needs to do, so yeah.
Good run out there.
So yeah, we did some good stuff. Okay, why is this being dumb? Okay, just hold on a moment, I just need to... So yeah, how did the standings end? Just need to see, okay, we made 16,000 out of that race. Okay, so I won. First place then. Perfect. So, the next thing I'm probably gonna do, now that I think about it, is probably go... I'll do that in a little bit. Right, so we did one championship here. So I'm probably going to do my next one. It's probably gonna be... Don't want to do this one. I just want to see what cars are eligible here. What cars did I have here? If I can enter my Mustang, I'll do it. Okay, so it's only German stuff. German and... Okay, so it's saloons then. I didn't see a Mustang here, so that's a bit of an issue. But anyway. That's a good car, that's a good car. Can buy it, but... Nah. That's a very, very, very fun generation of BMW. But these ones aren't bad either. They just play very, very, very easily, so that is something. Okay, my controller gonna stay on today. I don't know. That's 405 horsepower. Okay, sorry, 453 horsepower. It's not too terrible, but yeah, pretty good, I guess. We have that. Okay, so that's those. Okay, so these are the more classic series of racing. So it's probably E30, yep. One of my favorite cars.
maximum speed, handling, and feedback to the enthusiast behind the wheel in a purposeful, minimalist interior.
Best cars ever made.
Sports unicorns, hunted by collectors for the intense driving experience only this rare breed provides. They now stand ready for our racers to rebuild and hit an extreme level of performance, chasing that checkered flag.
Now you see where I'm from, these things actually, there was quite a lot of these. I actually have a story on one of these, a friend of mine told me. So there was a guy called Basil Green in South Africa that took these and stuffed the 5-liter 302 V8 into these things. Now that thing was called the XR8. It was an absolutely insane car. 5-liter engine, 5-speed manual behind it, and it was fast. This thing used to slap all your German saloons, pretty much everything. Couldn't catch these things. Except, of course, your very, very, very fast cars at the time, like the Diablo and those kinds of cars. They could catch these, but like everyday things, you struggle to find something to catch these. Because they were just the most ridiculous thing underneath the sun. So yeah, these particular cars have a sentimental value to me per se. Not only its looks, but I think I'm gonna take one of these and put a V8 in it. I might. So let's go to free play. Ooh, I forgot about these things. Those are cool cars. Then of course, one of my absolute favorite 90s cars, 80s 90s cars ever made was the E30s. Again, South Africa, we got a special variant of it called the 333i. It had the 5 Series engine and the 3 Series chassis. Outside of a whole bunch of other things, but yeah. Absolute hooligan of a car. Very fun, very playful. So yeah, at the end of the day, every car should have a story, in my opinion. So yes, there's a bit of history that I share. I absolutely love it. But anyway, I was told I can go buy car points somewhere. Or convert it somewhere, I don't know. Let's see. Don't need this, okay. So I am gonna go and buy one of those older Cosworths. I did not see if there's any Cortinas or anything of that nature here. Also one of my favorite cars. Also have a couple of stories about those as well. Very fun cars. There's a Falcon GT, it's a pretty good car. That's a Falcon. Also, a friend of mine took one of these and made them ridiculously fast with that 1600 Kent motor. So yes, very, very fun. But anyway, 2+2 Mustangs, man. 68. Those are wonderful cars. Beautiful though. But anyway, going back to these. Wow. Yep, I like them in the blue, that light blue color. It's something else. I can't explain it. It's time to build it into a V8. Because it needs a V8. Okay, V6. There we go. There's the 5-liter. This is the modern 5-liter. Keeping it NA. Probably gonna do suspension, wheels and tires and all that kind of stuff. Because these things you cannot freaking mess with. For that time, they were fast as. but they couldn't stop. That's the one thing a friend of mine said. He had one. He told me pretty much these things could not stop for shit. His words exact. Very, very fun. But yeah, at the end of the day, I love these things. So I did brakes, probably gonna do tires as well. Do some sporties. Put some decent tires in the front, but have to do it in the rear. This is just gonna spin. Then I'm gonna probably take it around track a little bit. They also, fun fact, got these things ridiculously fast. So yeah. Awesome. So I did not do the transmission or anything else because I want to keep it semi-stock. I just want to go see how fast this thing can go. And there's only one circuit for it. It's just a circuit that hits home. So yeah. Let's do 2 laps. Nothing crazy, nothing dumb. Just a normal Sunday leisurely drive around track. Probably gonna play with it too much. Probably break some stuff as well, but yeah. I know this whole area where this track is. That's the crazy part. V8 noises. So much fun. Yep. Yep, breaking gears and disappearing. Wow. This thing you have to drive. It's the other reason why I love these things, because you can just clutch, kick and go. That's why I belong in some rear-wheel drive, because they are so much fun to drive. Make it so easy to drift as well. Probably hurting those tires as I do that, but still. Oh, so much fun. I can't get over that. This is just more a tour of power sliding. I love it. Now, speaking of which, the V8 that was put in these things was the 302 Windsor V8. It was part, I believe, that Basil Green that got those out of the Mustangs, meaning the American Mustangs. So I believe the Mustang brand wasn't in any other country. Correct me if I'm wrong, but no, they were. They were in Europe, I believe. Like some of them went to Europe, under I believe it's Ford England. And yeah, I believe the 73 Mustang, the Mark 1 Mustangs, the ones that had the 351 Windsor engine. Also, oh, sorry, not Windsor, Cleveland. The big difference between the two is the port size and also displacement. So much fun. I love it. Hehehe. Mustang power. Now we just have the modern 5-liter, the Coyote. An absolute monster when you supercharge or you add boost to that engine. That thing loves it. And look at what the guys are doing over at Whipple with these engines, these 5-liter Coyotes. I mean 700, almost 800 horsepower. That the Shelby variants are over 800 horsepower. And it's a 5-liter engine and it produces 800 horsepower. That's nuts. Next thing I'm doing is putting a transmission in this thing. So I can clutch kick it and drift without worrying that it's going to break the transmission or hurt the transmission, that is. Yes. Yes, playful as hell. And then a nice little swaying kick, clutch kick. Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. Fun. And that's my only problem with rear-wheel drive cars, I'm gonna do that often. We at least got some points with that, so that's good. So yeah, quite fun, very, very, very playful. And also, now you know a little bit of history about where I'm from. Place and Bay.
Show off your favorite cars. Just assign them to a car bay. Choose
Whoa.
one whenever you like.
I actually quickly want to go and see if I can't find a design of one of these in the original colors that the XR8s came in. So I believe this is the XR8 chassis. I believe it is technically the XR8 chassis. Let me just go and Google it. So the XR8 variant of this thing was a 4-door instead of a 2-door, which still nuts. Just want to see what paint color were they. Okay, so they had that variant of it. Okay. So majority of them were white, I believe, and some were mismatched colors. Okay, cool. Yeah. So I think I'm just gonna paint mine, well, yeah, different shades of color. I don't know. We'll see. Let's do that. Create paint car. So I'm gonna make it a simple color. Something like that. Then I think, yeah, so I'm going to leave it that color and just save the current vehicle. Then we can apply graphics and stuff as well. I've not really messed with it too much in this game, but I believe there should be a couple of cool paint to samples. So that's cool. Yeah, I think I'm just going to leave it that way. It looks mean. So there we go. I think that was a fun session with that car. Now it's time to get that old Mustang out because I want to go and modify it. So much fun cars available. Cars. Mine. Mine, 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 mine. Beautiful car. Where's my Mustang? There's my Mustang. Yeah, now it's time to put some serious work into this thing because I've got an idea. So these engines, if I remember correctly, is the 428 engine. Absolute hooligan of an engine. So yeah, go with those. Yeah, there is the plan. Making this thing dumb. I'm not done yet. Pressing wrong buttons, it's so much fun. Performance, drivetrain, conversions. Stock 7 liter, 428. Okay. Pretty different engines, here we go. Positive displacement supercharger. That should bring us up quite a bit of horsepower. Yeah. I don't know if I want to change the front end because I like the simplicity of the original styling, but this isn't too bad. This is the later years. I believe this is the 68 front nose. Yeah, I believe it is. Because this one is the what's that thing's name? Eleanor V8, Eleanor style. If I put it that way. I believe that is one of them. We should actually check if they have a variant of the Mustang that is basically an Eleanor style. Tires, of course, I'm going to put down. They have drag slicks, but I don't know where to find a drag racing though. If that's the case, then this car is going to become a dedicated drag car. Get it? Yes. That's not too much money. Quite a bit. It's fine. So I'm just going to do a quick Google search where I can find a new motorsport. Okay. Okay, so apparently they don't they've not released a drag racing update yet. So I'm gonna change tires. Just because I don't want to deal with those. So that's fine. Interesting though, but yeah. How much horsepower does this thing now make? Even it's got a blower on it now. Makes 500, it makes 400. That's low. We need some horsepower in here. All of that. Some cool carbs. Awesome valve train. Or I could make this thing a super speedway car. That would be very, very interesting because it is around the horsepower it should be at. Brakes, of course, we need those. Some of those, some of these, weight reduction. Probably need to do a cage, but I don't really want to do a cage. Stock wheels are good. That. Aero stuff, I'm good. So I think I pretty much did everything I want to do. Or it could be a bunch of money, but whatever. Then I need to go test this thing on a super speedway. It's got the horsepower now for it, so gearing pretty much good for super speedways. So lower that gear ratio way down. It has to be able to do it, I think. Bike's pretty good, all that stuff is good. Yes. Let's move over to a super speedway and mess with it there. I believe that's gonna be very fun. Let's freaking go. See if there's anything here about anything. Okay, no. Right, we're going to Daytona. Let's do 5 laps. Try oval. Noon, that's fine. That's all fine. Let's do clear. Here we go. Number of drivers 0. There we go. Let's go have some fun on a super speedway with this thing. It should be pretty good on a super speedway. Should be. That's at least a hope. Oh, oh, that's so good. Oh, ho, 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 ho. That sound. Yeah, that sound is intoxicating. Okay. Try not to break this thing. Put medium tires on it. Just keep. Yeah, she's a little bit broken now, but it's fine. Still an amazing soundtrack it comes out of those pipes. I'm gonna gun it right off pit lane. Sound that echoes right off the walls whenever you accelerate is insanity. But I freaking love it. That sound is intoxicating. I can't get over that sound. Sound of a supercharged 7.5 liter engine. That's just wild. Which in theory this thing should be making closer like 1,200 horsepower or more. Given that it is in a game that is portrays racing, so to speak. So to me that's just like, where's the racing aspect of it? Because whenever I'm putting a bunch of horsepower into something, especially with a blower, I can make 1,000 horsepower all day with a manual gearbox all day. With an auto it should be at least 1,500 horsepower. Yes, you're running it on a mixture of C10, C12, C14 and C16. You run it on some mix of those. Or you run straight methanol, or if you want to throw some money in the water and get an engine that's probably going to blow up pretty soon if you don't mess with it correctly, go nitromethane. I see it whenever I build engines in automation. I've posted videos about this, where my nitromethane motors make crazy amounts of horsepower. Especially my V8s. I can go over to automation right now and build a V8 that makes all the same displacement, same valve train so to speak as this, with a supercharger, and make 1,000 plus horsepower on pump fuel with ease. That's the game. That's the thing that this game pisses me off a little bit. Like, I could make a lot more horsepower just messing with things than I do in this game. But yeah, no, this was a very, very fun event for me. That car is beautiful with a blower sticking out. Goodness. This car I think I'm gonna sell because I don't really need it. Selling price 11,000, your total presents. Yeah, it's not really worth selling then. I'm just gonna make this thing dumb then. Where's my Jay-Z at? Okay. No Jay-Z, okay, that's interesting. V6. I might do an RB. Make dumb horsepower for what they are. Yeah, no. I think that is what we would like to call later me's problem. This car I'm definitely gonna put in some spot somewhere. Place in bay, yes. Okay, now this thing is in a bay, probably gonna do... Yes, it's staying in its bay. Let's put this thing in a bay as well. Pretty much all my whole bay is gonna be all Fords. Let's see if we can see him. Yes, we can. That's wild. If YouTube and Twitch, you can follow me over there as well. I'll probably just quickly go grab a link and then I'll post it here as well. Yeah, as I was saying, if both goes well, maybe I'll build one of these, just because it's, well, something I'd like. So yeah, maybe. So here we go. there's an official link to my, well, to my Twitch account. So yeah, if both of these accounts goes well, I can probably end up with one or two of these Mustangs, because I have a few ideas of want to build one of these. Like a full Eleanor build would be something I'd be doing, as they are beautiful to me. But also at the same time, they are very, very, very fun cars for what they are. But anyways, I think that's where I'm gonna wrap up today's video. It was a very, 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 well, today's live stream, it was a very fun time for me. I had a lot of fun, so thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate each and every one of you to stay to the end. And as always, if you want to support the channel, head on over to patreon.com/CuriousGamer20. You would see my engines stuff we build over there. I probably post all those engines where you can get them and use them in whichever chassis you want, if you have BeamNG and also automation. But again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.